What's up everyone, Joe from Southern Cross, and for this holiday season I want to go ahead and give you a couple of tips and tricks on how you can properly de-escalate conflict in the workplace or at the home. All right, the first thing that you want to be taking into consideration is always going to be your energy level. You need to maintain a cool, calm, collective energy level, or as I like to always say, WWMMD. What would Matthew McConaughey do? He'd be cool, brother. All right, sister, so you need to be cool as well. The next thing is that you want to make sure whenever you do begin to approach, you want to be taking in the totality of the situation. What is taking place? Is there anything taking place around you? Don't get tunnel vision and sucked into the conflict specifically. All right, the third thing you're going to want to do as you're making your approach is you're going to want to breathe. You don't have to necessarily make noises like that, but breathing in deep through the nose and out through the mouth, almost like you're blowing through a straw, actually speaks back to your nervous system and calms it down, so you'll be able to think more clearly if things do happen to rise. All right, the fourth thing you want to consider whenever you're trying to de-escalate conflict is you want to maintain at least a minimum of 1 arm's distance away. And we're just talking about very basic conflict de-escalation at this point. There's all sorts of different methods. You can get in close, you can stay further away. It doesn't really matter. Well, it does actually matter. My point is that for this scenario, what we're talking about, we're going to be talking about generalities. Keep yourself at least an arm's distance away. The reason why you want to stay an arm's distance away is in case that energy or that conflict turns towards you, you'll at least not be within what's known as the reactionary gap, or the amount of time that it takes for you to respond to somebody trying to punch you in the face. The fifth thing you want to take into consideration is your egress or escape constantly. Whenever you're making an approach up to a conflict or a rising argument, you want to be asking yourself, can I get out backwards if I need to from the way I'm approaching? If not, come around a different angle and approach it from that way. Okay, so that's something you want to always be taking into consideration, because if you can have a calm escape and egress, it will calm down your primitive nervous system, allow you to think clearly, and ultimately it'll keep you safer in case that conflict does turn towards you. All right, everyone, I hope that you find that to be helpful. A little bonus tip that I'll give you here, number 6, is that once you find your way wedging in between those two right there, the two rising parties of the conflict, then you want to begin to separate them so that, energy, when brought together, and then if you could begin to diffuse it, the further you get it from each other, then the more it's going to diffuse. So keep in mind that we teach a 10-step method to conflict de-escalation. What we went over with you today was steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. So we never really went over humanizing yourself, building rapport, incentivizing, and then ultimately the final step is going to be resolution of some kind. Doesn't always need to be them shaking hands, but there's still some steps that we didn't cover. If you want to learn more, check us out at southerncross.company. Reach out, ask us, inquire with us. We're trying to be as engaging as we possibly can so we can make as big of a difference as possible. Thank you all very much. All right, everyone, Merry Christmas, take care, stay safe, and always be kind.